Hi everyone, how are you guys doing? Hi on the chat. I hope that you guys are doing okay. David and Ivana. Alright, so today our lesson will be main ideas under the grade 3. First, you have to log in using the aplusstudent.com. So you click on your name, move on to language art and grade 3. The chapter will be main idea. Under the chapter main idea, we have the lessons. Organize information by main idea. Determine the main idea. All right, so we have well organized writing is made up of sections like paragraphs or chapter. So when you have to write an essay or just write a story, it's made up of the paragraph, the chapters, and very good sections because you have to put up your writing in sections and you also have to make paragraphs and the chapter. Each section should have a single topic. To organize your writing, group the details so that every detail in a section is about the same topic. So, if you are writing and if you have to bring out a paragraph, you have to make sure that every detail in a section is about a particular thing. So, let's say you're writing about your childhood and you want to write about when you were 3 up until 4 years old. So 3 years could contain one chapter, and 4 years could contain another chapter. So they all have to be similar and same topic that you're talking about in every section. So the sections could be like in paragraphs, okay, or maybe the first line or like the first 3 lines, 4 lines about one thing, and then the next line will be about something else. Sir Paul McCartney was born in Liverpool, England in 1942. So this sentence would fit in a section about Paul's childhood, okay? So about when he was born. Now, McCartney won 12 Grammy Awards as a member of the Beatles. So this section would fit in his musical career. So you understand that if you're talking about like the lifetime. So it could be like you talking about your childhood and then you talk about the time where you were in kindergarten and also the time where you went to grade 1, grade 2. So it has to be like in a different section. So one section you have to explain everything in details, right? All right, so we have this box here. The first detail is about Estefan Acetin. It fits best in the early life section. Acetin, Estefan often sang alone in her bedroom. Now, the second detail is about Estefan's hit song. It fits best in the Live as a Star section. Estefan recorded several hits with the band Miami and Sound Machine. So you have to make sure that once you are writing, you have to get a main idea. That's why we have this lesson, main idea, so that if, for example, I don't know what you're writing about, but then I get to read your essay, I can understand and I can pick up the main idea. It could be like you're writing about your last vacation, but you didn't tell me the title. But reading from reading a section or two sections, I should be able to understand what you're writing about. Alright, let's look at some more example. For example, we have Kate is writing a report about the country of Kenya. Read each detail and then select the section where it fits best. Alright, so we have Kenya has mountains, deserts, forests, and plains. People travel to Kenya to see elephants, zebras, lions, and many other animals. Okay, so this is about land, yeah, like the land, and then this is about the wildlife because it's about the animals. So you have to make sure that you put them in section. That's what we're talking about. But then let's look at, for example, you mix up about the animals in Kenya and also the mountains, deserts, forests, and all of them. You mix them up together. It can get confusing, and your reader might not really pick up the points that you're trying to explain. So you have to make sure that you put them in section. That's why you can see that this is about the land, and then this section is about the wildlife. So we can know that the second section is talking about animals, and then the first is talking about the land. So we'll move on to the test and you all can share your answers with me. Kaya is writing a report about Denmark. Read each detail and then select the section where it fits best. Okay. So there are over 300 different kinds of birds in Denmark. A common lunch in Denmark is an open sandwich of cheese and cold cuts. So, what is the section for this? What is the right option? You can choose and you can tell me. Alright, so we have option one because this first section is talking about animals, and then the next one is talking about food. So this is it about the main idea. Once you are doing anything with main idea, you have to be very specific so that whoever is reading will understand. Okay? Alright, so we have Alec is writing a blog post about singer Gloria Estefan. Each detail Read each detail and then select the section where it best fits. So, as a teen, Estefan often sang alone in her bedroom. Estefan recorded several hits with the band Miami Sound Machine. So, what is the right section? Alright, so still option one early life and life as a star. Alright, so Jared is writing a paper about red kangaroos. Yep. Read each detail and then select the section where it best fits. So in the wild, red kangaroos may reach the age of 23 years. Red kangaroos touch noses as a sign of friendship. So is it option one or two? Alright, option one. Troy is writing a blog about Romanian flag. So the Romanian flag first appeared in 1861. The flag of Romania has three stripes of blue, yellow, and red. So what's the best section? Alright, so still option one. Eva's writing a paper about zebras. Alright, so a zebra can weigh as much as 919 pounds. Zebras can be found in the southeast part of Africa. So, what is the right one here? So, option one as well. Okay. So, Patrick is writing a paper about explorer Sir Francis Drake. So, what is the best section? So, option one. Alright, so Kate is writing a report about the country of Kenya. So, what is the right section for the country of Kenya? Alright, so option one. Rice is writing a paper about painter Pablo Picasso. So, as a young boy, Picasso did poorly in school but was great at drawing. Picasso finished several pictures of himself just before he died at age 91. So, option one, okay. Kenneth is writing a blog about singer Gloria Estefan. So, you can check here. Let's see. Okay, so option one as well. So that's it for the first lesson, which is organize information by main idea. If you haven't done that, you have to make sure you complete that and finish the remaining questions later under that. We'll move on to the second lesson, which is the last. All right, so we have the explanation here, which is a main idea is what a text is mostly about. So we know that the main idea is what the text is about. Usually, it is the key point that the author wants the reader to remember. The details in a text supports, prove, or show the main idea. Just like this particular passage is all about a baby kangaroo. So we have a female kangaroo has a special fold of skin that forms a pouch. When a baby kangaroo or joey is born, it claps into its mother's pouch. At birth, a joey is only about 1 inch in length. It needs to stay in the pouch so it can develop more. After several months, the joey has grown enough to leave the pouch for short periods. Between 7 and 10 months of age, it is ready to leave the pouch for good. Now, what is the main idea about this passage? It is about a baby kangaroo that stays in its mother pouch until it is strong enough to live on its own. So that's like the main idea. You're able to figure out what this whole passage is all about. Okay? So we'll move on to the test. Alright, so you have to read the passage. It's about the lives of chimpanzees. You have to read this and figure out the main idea from this. Okay? So we have option two. Let's see if that is the main idea. Okay, good job. So that's the main idea. So this passage is about the hair dryer. Now we have to read this passage and figure out which is the main idea. So what's the main idea over here? Alright, so how Alexandra changed what people could do with their hair. Okay. Alright, so you have to read the passage. This is Antarctica, not what you think. Alright, so you have to read the passage and then choose the main idea. So option two. All right, so good job, guys. All right, so this one is the power of exercise. All right, why should you exercise? When you exercise, you lower your chances of getting a serious illness. For example, exercise makes your heart healthier. Exercise also builds strength in all part of your body. It improves your mood and makes you feel calm. It helps you think more clearly and get more done during the day. Exercise can even help you sleep better at night. Regular exercise can make your life better in so many ways. So what is the what? The main idea here? Alright, this is working for the votes. What is the main idea here? Option 2. Good job, guys. Good job. So this passage is about Judges Sirach. We can check to see what the main idea is. So option 2. So option 1 is actually the right one here. So Judge Sirach's interest in science led him to develop a new style of painting. That's the main idea. Okay, so this is about saving water in the garden. So you have to read this passage and tell me the main idea. Alright, so many people like to grow flowers and vegetables in their own gardens. They may also want to help the planet by conserving water. How can people both enjoy their gardens and lower their water use? So, one way is to water plants close to their roots where water is needed. Another way is to recycle water used indoors. For example, people can water plants with leftover water from cooking. Yet another way is to choose plants that don't need much water to grow. These are just some of the many ways that the home gardener can conserve water. So what is the main idea here? So option one is wrong, but it's supposed to be people can do many things to cut back on water use in their gardens. Okay? Alright, this passage is about a safer bike ride. So you can go through the passage and tell me what the main idea is. Option one. So option one is wrong. It is the next one, which is you can stay safe on your bike by following certain rules. Alright, can you guys let me know on the chat if you have any questions concerning this particular lesson, which is main idea? All right, so since we have no questions, we will end here for today. You all need to complete this lesson if you haven't done it yet, okay? So I'll see you all next time. Have a good evening, guys, and bye.